Hola, greetings. How's everybody doing? Just wanted to come on this week. I hope everybody's having a great week. As per request of a couple of viewers that wanted me to do a little bit of a deeper dive into JFK Jr. And there are three characters that I wanted to look into that people are saying, oh, are these people JFK Jr.? The first character is David Quigley. I've never heard of him before. I do have a little clip that I want to show. And I don't know, this guy saying that he's JFK Jr., that he was taken when he was 10 or something like that, when he was a child. Not sure. The second character is JD Vance, the nominee for vice president who's running with 45. I guess there was rumors out there too that he is JFK Jr. disguised. And then the third person that I wanted to look into was Pascal Najati, and I have read on him before. My pendulum told me that he is JFK Jr. Obviously disguised, if he is. So it kind of sounds like, to me, it's kind of like, if he is, it would be like this big gaslighting scenario. And the other thing that I asked about Michael, which he is one of our viewers, Caroline and I, he views our channels, and he seems to know a lot. And I asked my pendulum, who is Michael? And you won't believe what my pendulum told me. My pendulum told me that it's David Spade. I personally don't think he's David Spade. I think that my pendulum has a sense of humor. Again, gaslighting. Yeah, and then the other question, Caroline requested this, if JFK Jr. watches our channels. Which we were told that there is a possibility. We were told by Michael that there's a possibility that JFK Jr. is watching our channels. All right, so here goes. Let me just see if I can play a clip about David Quigley. Let's see if I can share my screen. Here we go. And let me just make sure you'll be able to hear it. Okay.
With unveiling the real JFK. So this is what I found. So first of all, there is a website called JFK Jr. Stolen Identity. This is the book that just came out. This is all, I think this started hitting the scene in June. I'm only aware of it now. But there's the book, Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr. There's a few of these stories on Rumble. Also, here is his.
I will give him that he does look like JFK Jr. I will give him that. There is like a similarity, like with the eyes and maybe even the eyebrows, even maybe the nose, the chin maybe.
His TikTok page. That's him right there. And you'll see some of these 475,000 views. He goes into quite a bit on his Twitter. He shows his ears and stuff as well, but you can dig into that, and I'll put all the links below. Here is his Twitter, 31 followers. David Keith Quigley is the name that he goes by, and there's his ears. As you can see, I believe those are his ears, and then that looks to be the JFK Jr. that we've learned about. That's his ear. So I believe that's what those pictures are referring to. Here's another website, and apparently he's aiming to do a DNA test fundraiser, and that's what's going on there. Here's his book on Amazon, Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John F. Kennedy Jr. Here's his Facebook, David Quigley, John Kennedy Jr. as well. And finally, there's an interview on Rumble with this gentleman, The Missing Link. And I'm going to play a little bit of this for you guys. And like I said, I'll put the links below. We'll see if Scott wants to do a story and reach out to this gentleman. But here you go. And this is a little bit about his story. I'm just going to play a short amount of this. So here we go.
Yeah, I get a lot of those comments because people just jump into my story. And, you know, I say I'm John Kennedy Jr. They look at me and they say, you're not John Kennedy Jr. You don't look anything like him. But what these people need to realize is I was replaced. I had no choice. At 10 years old, I believe it was 10 that he took over my shoes. So I was basically kidnapped and replaced by the John Kennedy, Mr. Pretty Boy, the whole world knew, to siphon money to my family's money to the mafia, organized crime. But that's why I don't look anything like him. Look at young childhood photos and you'll see it's me. I get so many comments after you explain that to people, and they look at childhood photos. They said, this other guy ain't him. The hair color's not right. He got a pug nose, big lips. And yeah, you can follow the pictures in my career, even through Hollywood. But yeah, I don't blame people for, you know, jumping in and saying this guy ain't John Kennedy, but they need to know the story. I was kidnapped and replaced at 10 years old. But
so there you go. I'm not sure what to think. There's a lot of sites, etc., that you guys can go to, but I just think there needs to be a little bit more about this on Rumble and YouTube. So I'm going to upload it there. I'm not making any claims. I'm just sharing this, and I'll put links to every page here below, and you guys can dig in and have at it. Anyway, happy digging. All right. Cheers.
Okay. So I really need to just be objective with this reading and not really have an opinion, and kind of like just toss my ego aside, because that is really the key to tarot card reading, is not having any expectation and really just check your ego, you know, in the closet, so to speak. So okay, so let's see, let me see if I can concentrate. Okay, so first question: is David Keith Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Is David Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Is David Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Is David Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Or is David Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Is David Quigley John F. Kennedy Jr.? Okay, I got the 6 of Wands. I got another 6. All right. I got a 6 of Pentacles. Then I got the Hierophant, which is, well, it's a 5. Then I got 9 of Cups. And then I got the 7 of Wands. All right. So what I see here is what really stands out to me right now are 2 cards. First is the 9 of Cups. That represents a desire, a wish. There's a desire and a wish there. However, above that card is the Hierophant. So I really think this says that there's some kind of influence there that is not benevolent, let's just say. It's not good. So there's something on him that is not good. But it's some kind, there's a desire that he wants, something that he wants. But then there's a struggle with it. He's struggling. And it's because this is these are cups, it's kind of like an emotional struggle. It's a struggle within. See, now this is him, 6, the 6 of Wands. So he, whether he's knows about it or not, he's kind of cooperating with the information that he's been giving. It's like he's, what's the word? He is, like he's cooperating with whatever information is in his brain. He's complying. That's the word I was trying to get. He's complying to the information. And there's something that's hidden. See, it's funny that this card comes up. This is the environment. And the reason why he's struggling, because there's something hidden. But see, I didn't get a yes. So is he JFK Jr.? I didn't get a clear yes. I definitely did not get like a clear yes from these cards. You know, so I would say, I would say that's a no, because this card is kind of alarms me, and this just points to a desire. And he's, defending he's defending himself. And there's a struggle. There's a struggle inside of him. So to me, it's not clear. Like, this is definitely not a clear yes. And it's just kind of like information he was fed. Like somebody's feeding him information. I mean, it could be an MK, maybe he was MK altered. Anyway, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It could very well have been that he was, he could have been used as a tool. But I'm definitely not seeing a clear yes here. Definitely not. Okay. Now the second, let's see, are there any other questions? How about, let's ask this one. Is he related to JFK Jr.? Is there any relation? Is he related at all to the family? Is he related to JFK Jr.? Like by blood? I'm not really getting it. I'm not getting, I'm not really getting that he is either. I'm not really getting it. All right, so let's move on to the second question about Pascal Najati. Okay, so is Pascal Najati JFK Jr.? Is Pascal Najati JFK Jr.? Are they one and the same? And also the Hierophant, that's control. So that be that somebody is controlling him. I'm talking about David Quigley, that somebody's controlling him. So the question was, is Pascal Najadi JFK Jr.? And this is really interesting. Because okay, the card that really pops out is this card, which this points to something hidden. And it seems like the cards don't want to say. It seems like the universe is covering it up. Like covering up his identity. And then on top of this, we have the Chariot. So it kind of seems like the military, there's a military aspect to it, and the military is somehow like protecting this character and energetically protecting him as well. If that makes sense. And this is really like a stop right there. Like that's just the energy is, like there's a stop right there. Like, halt, halt. You don't come any closer. That's what I'm seeing here. And this card, see, this is the outcome. Why would I get Devil? See, what I've gotten in the past with Pascal Najati was that they took him, like this was an actual person, but they kind of like took his character and played with it. But the actual person, the real person, may have actually passed. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. But it just looks like You know, the universe doesn't want to tell me. Like it doesn't want to. It's the universe is sometimes the cards do that. They cover up because, you know, we're not supposed to know at the time. But this is, you know, it's a message, it's gossip, innuendo, a definite gossip and innuendo card. Wow. It's amazing how the cards like just cover up for somebody and they don't want to say. Okay, next. JD Vance. Is JD Vance JFK Kennedy Jr.? Is JD Vance JFK Kennedy Jr.? Is JD Vance JFK Kennedy Jr.? He's definitely in a disguise. Not really giving me like a clear it's not saying that he is. This is really not saying that he is. You know, this could be again like more of manipulation and disguise. Um a technology. So I got the 8 of Cups. That's like somebody who's like searching for something. And then I got Queen of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. Okay, I don't think this reading has to do with him per se. I think this reading has to do more with Kamala. Okay. She's leaving, okay? And pretty much people are going to be happy and relieved. Because this is more a celebratory card. There's going to be a celebration after she leaves. So I don't think it's really answering the question. But this card does answer the question, and this card does answer the question. And it's somebody that's in a disguise. Now, what I've gotten, you know what? I'm going to ask, let me try asking a different question. Because there's something that I've intuitively gotten off of him. Okay. Is JD Vance, oops, something fell. Is JD Vance an off-worlder? Ooh, something fell out. I got this card, which can be my off-world card. Yeah, he made a deal. He made a deal. This is pointing towards being off-worlder. Me, and it's technology. Um, could be somebody that's originates from far away, you know, at some other galaxy. I don't know, these cards are being stubborn. Like they don't want to reveal too much, I guess. You know, sometimes that happens. Hmm. Okay, I just want to ask the question again. Is JD Vance an off-worlder? Is JD Vance an off-worlder? Again, he's definitely a friendly person, a good person, a kind person. But then look at these cards. They just don't want to tell me today. You know, he's for freedom, you know, independence, and he's working towards the good, but they just don't want to tell me. But honestly, that's the feeling I got, either that he is an off-worlder, or they're just using the technology to disguise him, to cover up who he really is. Or it could be both. All right, so next question is is JFK Jr. watching both our channels, Caroline and I? Has JFK Jr. watched both of our channels, Caroline and I? I got military. Could be Q military. So like Q military's watching our channels. That could also be a yes. I had judgment. So they are definitely critiquing us. Ooh, and I got 10 of cups. Wow. Fulfillment. Or it could be, you know, the quantum financial system, the rainbow currency. You know, they are definitely, and it's all good. These are all good cards, and two major arcana cards. And that's definitely, to me, that is definitely yes, that they have watched our channels, and they, you know, or JFK Jr. has watched our channels, and, you know, he is pleased, you know, Q is pleased with our work. And that makes me happy and makes me excited. It's all good. All right, I think that I covered everything today. Thank you so much for watching, and I just want to say hello to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and always please comment, share. You know, I always appreciate your comments, and have a wonderful week, and always love and peace. Take care.